had both of your daughters and your wife, actress Leslie Mann, in a number of your films before. I know you and Leslie met on the set of The Cable Guy. What led to the two of you going out on the first date?
Well, she came in and I, the first day I met her, I said, "Wow, I can't believe I just, met the future Mrs. Apatow." And I just meant it. It's just one of those
you really
moments.
did mean it.
Oh, absolutely. I didn't necessarily know if it would work out. But yes, I definitely, fell in love instantly. And then she's amazing to work with because in addition to being an incredible actress, she is a real collaborator in the development of all these movies. We sit and talk about things that could happen and scene ideas, and that's the reason why I think those movies are strong and also balanced, because I want them to be about the male and the female point of view. So I'll think of a scene and she'll say, well, if you're going to do that scene, what scene you should do? You should do this type of scene. And that's, I think, what makes the movies very rich.
So how did you get her out on the first date?
I think on the first date she didn't realize it was a date.
Okay.
That seems to be what we learned afterwards, that she just thought we were going to a basketball game. And I thought it was a date, and she just thought she was going to a basketball game with some man.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
You mentioned her being involved, though. Like, how involved will she be in your work typically today?
Well, I think for both of us, everything we do is, brought home and discussed in great detail. We're both trying to, pay attention to what the other person's doing and read things and be a sounding board. And then when we do projects together, then that's a very intensive thing, because, we're coming up with outlines and talking through, what these stories might be and what we want to say. And that process sometimes takes years. It's years of discussions about how things should work. Yeah, if you do a movie like This Is 40, it's years of, what if he does this? What if he does that? What would she do? What would he do? Does that make sense? Is that right? And then on the set, and then in editing.
And then there are instances that you pull from real life. I know in Knocked Up, the scene where Katherine Heigl's character kicks Seth Rogen's out of the car going to the gynecologist. That actually happened to you. So how often today will you still pull stuff from real life into your films?
Well, I think all writers are just looking for anything interesting that happens to morph into something else. So it could be anything. It could be something that you say to me, and then I go, oh, that was kind of a weird thing to say. Maybe I'll have Paul Russ say that to Gilead Jacobs on Love. I just think you're just always paying attention.
And do you make note of it as soon as you...
Well, sometimes it's just in the back of your head, but for the most part, you're just, I think every writer is, making stuff up completely and then seeing if anything interesting happens in life, and then sometimes it's a combination. There's a little nugget of something that someone said or something that happened, and then it gets kind of mutated into something else.